Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into what some people would say is Kindred, other people would say beautiful Kindred, North Dakota, on a Thursday, December 4th. Welcome into Kindred High School Gymnasium, where we are gearing up for a girls basketball matchup that will feature visitors on the scoreboard from Minnesota, the Barnesville Trojans. Coming to Kindred to take on the home team, the Kindred Vikings. It is a cold December day, 20 degrees with winds at 13 miles an hour out of the south-southwest. It feels like 6 degrees outside. Inside this gym, it is nice and warm. And we're excited to kick off the girls basketball season here in Kindred. Welcome in on your live event. My name is Josh Almaris alongside Nicholas, Nick, the Eggmeister, Mr. Eggman. Nick, how you doing?
I'm good, Josh. We're going to take a little break and we're going to see if we can figure out this volume level for you.
When we bought our first home in Fargo, we had no idea where to start. A friend told us to call First Class Mortgage, and I'm so glad we did. They explained every step, answered all of our questions, and made us feel completely at ease. We closed on time and even got a better rate than expected. If you're buying or refinancing, trust me, call First Class Mortgage. They really do live up to their name.
First Class Mortgage is locally owned. Visit firstclasscorp.com for more info.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial, sales, and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Hey fans, hopefully we're coming in loud and clear now. I want to once again welcome you to Kindred, North Dakota on a cold December 4th here. Once again, Barnesville Trojans coming straight out of Minnesota here into Kindred, North Dakota to take on the home team, the Kindred Vikings. First week of girls basketball game action in front of us here. We'll take a look at what these teams have already done, but the home opener for the Kindred Vikings, before we get too far into that, once again, welcome into Kindred. I'm joined, my name's Josh Almaris on your live event, joined by Nick, Nicholas, Eggy, the Eggmeister, Mr. Eggman. Nick, are we good over there?
Oh, we're ready to roll now. It couldn't be a first time on here without a little hiccup to start.
Yeah, how's life been?
It's been good. It's been hectic. I finally get to relax, and then we get to just sit up here and watch some good old basketball for all winter.
It's a staple of our winter. We hardly see each other in the fall. We see each other every day for multiple hours all summer long, and now we get to hang out in the winter and talk about basketball. It's a good life, isn't it?
It is a great life. I think people give us crap. We got a hockey player doing play-by-play and a wrestler doing color, but hey man, we sure have fun up here.
We sure do, and we've got a few years under our belt where we're getting dangerous enough to maybe think we know what we're talking about.
Maybe.
Once again, welcome into your live event. We want to welcome in the Barnesville Trojan fans. Barnesville, this is not their first game of the year. They took on East Grand Forks on Tuesday and lost 72-49. Piper Thompson, a junior forward, scored 20 points in that game. So Barnesville has one game underneath their belt, a loss against East Grand Forks. The Kindred Vikings, this is their official opener. On Tuesday, they traveled to Fargo Davies and scrimmaged them. So you can't keep score, but I heard from the people in the know that it was about a 15-point loss by the Vikings against a formidable Davies opponent, a top-end EDC team. So Vikings excited about what they're going to be able to do this year. Nonetheless, it is their first official game, and it's a home opener. Nick, you excited for the home opener here for the girls basketball team?
I am. There's kind of a little buzz. Boys started practice on Monday. There's junior high girls going on in the new middle school gym. Now varsity gets to crack, and it's kind of like fall sports are on the back burner now, and it's right into winter sports, and I know a lot of people are excited to come to the gym and watch some basketball.
Yeah, and there's 2 young rosters, Nick. I'm going to talk a little bit about each of these rosters and get your opinion on what it's like to, or what do you expect from a team when they're so young early on. The Barnesville Trojans had a phenomenal year last year, a proud program. They had a historic season, their first state appearance since 2007. They were 23-7 on the year and just had I'm going to tell you what their section tournament looked like, Nick. Their first round, they beat Frazee 66-63.
Ooh.
That's a win by how much?
3.
And their second round, they beat Pelican Rapids 47-45.
Okay.
That's a win by
2.
So what would you expect the championship was?
A win by 1.
Yes, 57-56 over DGF. That's a phenomenal sectional tournament.
That's a really fun sectional tournament. I mean, sometimes you see blowout scores in the first game or the second game, but I mean, when you get 3 really tightly contested games like that, it's fun not just for the girls and the competitiveness for the girls, but also for the fans coming in and the girls putting on a show for them.
So Barnesville wins 3 of their sectional games by a score of 6, or by a combined 6 points, and goes on to the state tournament for the first time in 2007. Now, the shoes they have to fill this year are Sophie Frederick, Macy Pana, Ava Fallingstead, and someone you may remember, we called her game when Barnesville was here 2 years ago, Abigail John. Abby John.
Yep.
Having a phenomenal start at MSUM this year. She's teammates with Kindred's own Taryn Johnson, yes. Taryn a senior and Abby a freshman. But getting back to my previous point, Barnesville has some big shoes to fill. Abby John, Ava Fallingstead, Macy Pana, and Sophie Frederick, all starters last year. The only returning starter for Barnesville is Auburn Hins. Auburn Hins is going to be a senior. She wears number 22, so she is the only returner. The Kindred Vikings are also very young. They have Liza Trenbeth and Sierra Nipstead. Both have played lots of varsity minutes, but last year's starting crew involves Zoe Sharp, Kennedy Bacco, and Leah Rowland, who are all graduated, and those 3 were very important members of the Vikings team. So both of these teams looking a lot different this year versus last year. Nick, I'll go back to my teaser of a question that I asked you earlier. What are you hoping to see as a coach from your team early on when you know that they are very young?
It's going to have to be how they gel together as a team. It's not going to come, I don't think, in this game, Josh. But early on in the season, playing those good games, playing out of region competitors where those games matter, yes, but don't necessarily matter to your overall record when you go to advancing time. I think getting that good morale boost with them, getting on the court, seeing find their identity as a team, and hopefully gel early and often.
Yeah, we know the Vikings are doing some team building stuff, and they're getting after that same concept. I talked to Coach Gottenberg, and that was one point he made it very clear. We need to learn how to play together. He thought they had the size and the quickness. They have great pieces, but that for both of these teams, learning to play together is going to be important. 2 proud programs. Once again, Barnesville coming off a great season. They were 23-7 last year, made it to state. The Vikings were state champs in 2017, 19, and 22. They were 19-6 last year. They did beat Barnesville 56-54 in a thriller last year, but it's a new year, new youngsters out on the court. We'll take a look at who those starters are in about 90 seconds when we return on your live event.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
Hey fans, welcome back in. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman. Let's take a look at how the starters are going to go. First for the Barnesville Trojans, wearing number 2, a 5'4" junior guard is Jayla Amundsen. Wearing number 14, a senior 5'6" guard, Annika Cassette. Number 22 is going to be Auburn Hins. She's a forward, standing 5'7". She's also a senior. Once, like I said earlier, she is the only returning starter for the Trojans. A senior center who stands 5'10" is going to be Ashley Manaval. And then Piper Thompson, a 5'9" junior forward who wears number 24. Once again, that's Piper Thompson, Ashley Manaval, Auburn Hins, Annika Cassette, and Jayla Amundsen. The head coach for Barnesville is Bill Gottenberg. His assistants are George Hodge, Craig Archambault, Amanda Scheffler, Tracy Hins, Ben Lofgren, and Lindsay Schultz. Nick, what are you looking forward to seeing out of the Barnesville Trojans tonight?
Well, there's 2 girls that I'm really looking forward to watch. Piper Thompson, she put up 20 against East Grand Forks in their last basketball game. And then that senior leadership out of that only returning starter that you've mentioned, Josh, in Hins. Excited to see how she can lead on the court for this young team and see if she can take the reins here.
Let's segue over to the Kindred Vikings. The Kindred Vikings will look as follows for their starting lineup. Lone senior, wears number 1, averaged 14 points a game last year, Liza Trenbeth. Another returning starter for the Vikings will be number 3, sophomore, 5'11" Sierra Nipstead. She averaged 21 points a game last year, and here's a quick note. We'll mention it a couple times, but Sierra Nipstead is just 31 points away from 1,000 points in her career, and that is correct. She is only a sophomore. She's 31 away from 1,000. We'll see if she can get it here tonight. Ivy Trenbeth wears number 5. She's a sophomore, the sister of Liza Trenbeth, sophomore guard, standing 5'9". Kate Odegaard wears number 10. She's a sophomore, stands 5'7". And Collins McQuillan, another sophomore, she's a guard at 5'9". So once again, that's Liza Trenbeth with a bunch of sophomores: Sierra Nipstead, Ivy Trenbeth, Kate Odegaard, and Collins McQuillan. Head coach of the Vikings is Sam Brandt. She's in her 9th year as the head, 13th year with the program. Her assistants are Tennille Bacco, Ashley Fonhorst, and Ashley Bosch. Nick, what are you looking forward to seeing out of the Vikings?
I'm excited to see Liza. Being that only senior on this team with the rest of the team being underclassmen, no juniors, and she's the only upperclassman. I'm excited to see how she's going to be the leader on this team moving forward, and not just tonight, but the rest of the year. And then I'm excited about the youth of Kindred, seeing what are they going to bring to the table. Those sophomore girls, we've seen them in the past, but those freshmen and Maddie, Emma, and Kaya, seeing what they're going to get with, and they're going to have some meaningful minutes here because we don't have a really deep bench.
And for those of you tracking closely at home, keep your eye on number 3, Sierra Nipstead, 31 points away from 1,000. Will she get it tonight? Next game for the Vikings is at home on Thursday against Central Cass. Could it be then? We'll have to wait and see. The final fight songs are playing over the loudspeakers. Then it'll be the national anthem. We'll step away, and when we return, we'll send her on down to Paul Quislin as he does the starting lineups. We'll see you back in about 2 minutes.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred on your live event. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman. It's the opening week of girls basketball season. Once again, Barnesville comes in 0-1. They lost to East Grand Forks on Tuesday. And the Kindred Vikings are kicking off their season opener and their home opener. Coming out onto the floor right now will be the Barnesville Trojans. First out onto the floor will be a captain, number 2, Jayla Amundsen, starting guard. 5 feet 4 inches. She's a junior. Scrappy, quick, great defensive player. She comes on out, gives some fist bumps to the officials, and now out onto the floor is number 14, Annika Cassette, a 5 foot 6 inch guard. She's a senior. Next out, we talked about her being the only returning starter from last year's epic run for the Barnesville Trojans. Number 22, Auburn Hins, a 5 foot 7 inch forward. She'll be followed up by number 24, Ashley Munaval, a 5 foot 10 inch senior. Great rebounder for Barnesville. She stands tall and plays big. That's it once again, Ashley Manival. And next and last is Piper Thompson, the 5 foot 9 inch forward who dumped in 20 against East Grand Forks. Once again, that's Amundsen, Cassette, Hins, Manival, and Thompson. Head coach for Barnesville is Bill Gottenborg in his second year with Barnesville. He hails from Audubon, teacher at Barnesville. Now on to the Kindred Vikings. First out onto the floor is the lone senior, Liza Trenbeth. She stands 5 feet 11 inches, wears number 1, and averaged 14 last year. Next out is number 3, Sierra Nipstead, the sophomore forward. Averaged 21 points a game last year. New to the floor, starting for the very first time for the Kindred Vikings, is Liza's sister, sophomore Ivy Trenbeth, wearing number 5. Kate Odegaard wears number 10. She's also a sophomore. She's the 4th starter, and last out for the Vikings will be another sophomore, 5 foot 9 inch guard, wears number 22, Collins McQuillan. Once again, the Vikings are coached by Sam Brent. She's in her 9th year as the head, 13th with the program. Hails from Andover, Minnesota. Wow, it is loud in here.
Yeah, Ivor has got the music cranked up.
Her assistants are Tennille Baco, Ashley Fahnhorst, and Ashley Bosch. I hope that's coming through okay for our listeners, because I can barely hear you, Nick.
I know, this. We might have to talk to Eric at halftime here.
It is rocking in the gym because the music is very loud. And here we are, the opening tip of the 2025-2026 season, and quickly with the ball was Piper Thompson, and she was denied by Sierra Nipstead. Sierra Nipstead then takes it into the paint, has the ball knocked away, but then she picks it up, gives to Trenbeth, then goes into the paint, misses, rebound, goes to the Trojans, Piper Thompson. Thompson dishes off to Hins, and then back to Thompson, who goes over to the corner to Cassette.
Look for Sierra to do that the rest of the night here, Josh.
Here's Nipstead on the steal, and she sits down the Kindred faithful within the first 35 seconds of the game. So Nipstead on the board, scoring the first points for the Vikings in 2025-2026. It's 2-0 home team. Here's a takeaway by Trenbeth. She has Sierra. She gives to Sierra, and Sierra gets the roll. Sierra quickly has 4. 4 in the first minute for Nipstead. Vikings lead 4-0.
You know, Josh, you said it was 31 tonight. You know, I didn't think we wouldn't get there, but the way she's starting off, wouldn't be surprised.
Quickly down to 27 away for Nipstead to get to 1,000. Here's a three-point attempt for Cassette, off the mark. Rebound, Trojans. But Liza Trenbeth, I didn't know if they were going to call over the back. A right call, I would say. Call it a jump ball, and it's going to go to the Vikings. So early on, Vikings lead 4-0. 2 quick takeaways and points on those turnovers. Both the baskets came from Sierra. Sierra had the steal on one. Liza Trenbeth had the steal on the other, and then passed over to Sierra. Trenbeth takes and is fouled. This foul is going to go against Ashley Manival.
It was a good take by Trenbeth there. Saw a little lane, kind of did a little cut through and got herself to the line.
I think I must have either saw that wrong, but it went to Auburn Hins was the foul. So 22 Auburn Hins, and Liza Trenbeth makes good of her first free throw. Checking in is Allison Axness. Trojans will play 8, 9, or 10 people here today. The Vikings just have 8 on their roster. Liza Trenbeth makes both, and it's 6-0.
Almost another turnover, Josh.
Here's Sierra Nipstead and Trenbeth working hard against Jayla Amundsen, and it's a turnover. It's a held ball. Barnesville will keep it.
Yeah, those two have had the most experience on this Kindred team, and you can see that early with them getting after the ball early, getting a few takeaways and getting to the line and getting a couple baskets. And there's another turnover for the Barnesville Trojans.
Yeah, going along, Auburn Hins went along that was Piper Thompson went along the baseline and stepped out. We have our first Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency timeout of the evening. From banking to insurance, let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your request. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. We'll be back in 30. All right, we're back at it here, ladies and gentlemen. Happy opening week of the girls basketball game season. These girls have been practicing since, Nick.
I think this was 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
Coach Brandt told me today. She said she was excited to play someone else.
Yeah, that's right. They started the week before Thanksgiving, week, right?
Yes.
Liza Trenbeth puts up a 3, nothing but net there for Liza Trenbeth. And Liza has 5. Has 5.
Double dribble.
Nipstead has 4. The Vikings have 9, and Barnesville has 0. Another turnover by the Trojans.
It's a tough way to come out of the timeout by the Trojans there. They need to get a stop here and hopefully go get a bucket to stop the momentum of Trenbeth and Nipstead so far.
Well, the Vikings are going to need a lot out of Trenbeth and Nipstead. Collins, McQuillan, nowhere close. Rebound, though, hustled after by Sierra Nipstead. Nipstead then gives over to Ivy Trenbeth, who gives back to Collins. She goes inside to Kate. It's knocked away, but going to stay with the Vikings, as that was knocked off of the hands of Annika Cassette. Checking into the game is going to be Jovi Marshall, freshman, with some fancy green shoes, comes into the game.
You see that more and more, Josh, just those bright colors.
Here's Nipstead, kicks over to Ivy Trenbeth. Ivy gives to Collins, and then to Kate. Kate to Sierra. Sierra works against strong defensive Hins there. Here's a three-point attempt by Collins, and that's a three right there.
Hey, that first one didn't look pretty, Josh. Hey, but shooters keep shooting, right?
Shooters keep shooting. Shooters got to shoot. They say that a lot of different ways, and Collins was undeterred by the miss earlier. She nails that three, and that's good to see.
If you're a Vikings fan.
Yes. Trojans have the ball. They inbound it to Jovi Marshall, who gives across to Annika Cassette. Back to Marshall, knocked away, and here's another turnover. Trenbeth gets inside to Nipstead. Oh, and that one doesn't fall, but rebound Kate Odegaard. She's going to put it back up, and that one doesn't fall. Between the two of them, they hit every part of the rim. It just wouldn't go down. And now here comes Barnesville back looking for their first points of the game. All the way across, they go to Thompson. Here's a three, no good, off the mark. Liza Trenbeth box out nicely and gets the rebound.
Yeah, Barnesville just hasn't been able to set up a half-court offense. They've get the defense by Trenbeth and Nipstead is keep getting the ball away. Here's a chance for them on this fast break.
Axness gets the rebound and gets it up. Going to be a blocking foul called against Collins McQuillan. Her first, team's first for the Vikings. You want to finish that thought?
No, I was just saying they can't really set up a half-court offense because of the on-ball pressure at the top of the key and not really getting anything moving with Nipstead and Trenbeth getting their hands in the passing lanes.
Annika Cassette looking to get the first points of the game here for Barnesville. She's a senior. It's 12-0. That foul was against Collins McQuillan officially now. And the first bucket is no good.
Pretty big student section here for the Kindred Vikings tonight. They're a little loud there on that first free throw.
Got a little bit bigger as the junior high basketball game must have just finished. Anna Cassette hits the second of her two shots, and it's 12-1 in favor of the Vikings. We're zeroing in on the halfway mark of the first quarter. 4:15 left here in the first. Vikings lead 12-1. Sierra Nipstead has it. She gives over to Maddie Peterson. Maddie Peterson into the game for the first time. Off the back of the rim, no good. Kate Odegaard had the rebound, but it was knocked away, and Barnesville's bringing it back.
It's a good first drive by the freshman there. First varsity minutes, and she goes in there straight to the basket, just didn't finish it.
Yeah, a little bit strong, so like to see that. She's not being tentative at all.
No.
Here's a three-point attempt by Cassette, no good, and there is Maddie. Has the rebound fumble off of her fingers and into Ivy Trenbeth's hands, and now it's into the hands of Sierra Nipstead with 3:35 left here in the first quarter. Nipstead gets double-teamed by both Thompson and Cassette. She gets the ball back, cuts to the middle, shoots at the elbow, and swishes it through. Nice smooth shot there by Sierra Nipstead. She has 6.
That quick trigger she has is just so fun to watch, Josh.
Thompson gives to Marshall, back to Thompson. She puts this one up off the mark, and it's going to go out of bounds. Vikings ball. Yeah, Sierra Nipstead has been fun to watch throughout her early careers.
It's crazy to think she's only a sophomore.
She is. I can confirm that. She is only a sophomore, and she's got 6 here tonight. We'll finish that thought later. 30-second timeout. We'll take our Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency 30-second timeout and be back with more action in the first quarter.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
Hey fans, welcome back in. Kindred Vikings lead the Barnesville Trojans 14-1. A little North Dakota-Minnesota crossover action here. Seems to be the popular thing in the basketball world right now.
It is. I remember I was still in high school and these two teams were playing each other. So it's kind of a little rivalry that's been going for quite a few years.
I was talking college ball. They're doing a lot of crossovers right now
ACC,
too. They just had the
SEC.
And then they're doing the even more local, UND and Montana with Big Sky and the Summit. Not Summit. Yeah, Summit?
Summit.
Yeah,
yep,
okay. Big Sky Summit crossover. Well, here in Kindred, we're doing the Minnesota-North Dakota crossover and a few turnover crossovers. that now end up with Sierra Nipstead on a great pass to Liza Trenbeth.
Just a little Red River crossover.
Red River crossover. The battle of the Red River crossover, we're going to call it.
That's a little wordy.
Okay, we'll work on a better set of terms for that. Barnesville has the ball, goes inside. That was Marshall. Marshall missed, but the rebound or the miss was picked up by Manival. She was then fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. That foul's going to go against Kate Odegaard. Her first, team second. Slow clap going here. And it does not work as the ball rolls.
Soft little touch there all across the rim.
Good touch, no doubt about it. And Manival gets her first of 2 free throws. Second free throw misses altogether. So it's 16-2. Vikings with the ball, leading by 2 touchdowns with 2:20 to go here.
Ooh, I don't know if that one was touched.
Yeah, it went off the shoe of, I believe, Jovi Marshall. And they'll stay with the Vikings. Fun to kick off the basketball season. We're back in action next Thursday as Kindred will host their rival Central Cass right here on your live event in Kindred. Liza Trenbeth works against a good defensive Amundsen. Amundsen, a scrappy, gritty defensive specialist for Barnesville. Case in point, she works that turnover and quickly passes it over to her teammate and up to Marshall. Now it's in the hands of Thompson. Thompson had 20 against East Grand Forks, but hasn't been able to score here tonight. Sierra drives, going to be a blocking foul called against Jayla Amundsen. Oh,
no shot on that one.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, he put up 2 because 2 got the foul, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. I thought that was on the floor. Here's Liza driving and stopped temporarily by Marshall. Now the ball's taken away. Turnover to Piper Thompson, gets it. And then there's a foul called against Ivy Trenbeth.
Yeah, must have got a little bit of the arm there going for the ball in that scramble.
Vikings lead 16-2 with 90 seconds left here in the first quarter. Inbounding, it'll be Lexi Bonchus. Lexi Bonchus. Not as many nicknames as my counterpart here, but at least 2 that we know of. And there she is. Lexi goes across to Cassette. Cassette with the fake, and then she's going to get fouled. Goes to the floor, and she's going to be able to shoot 2. How many nicknames do you have there, Nick?
Me?
Yeah.
What are they chanting down there? What?
I wasn't thinking you'd be worried about them. I didn't even hear anything. You should be paying attention to me.
I didn't hear you.
I said, how many nicknames you got?
From you, probably 20. Really only 1.
I got you. Well, the important part is that Collins McQuillan, I believe, has 2 fouls now. That can't be right either.
We need a commercial.
Lexi Cassette does make both baskets. She has 3 now. See, this all started when Lexi Cassette came into the.
Lexi, you didn't know if you wanted Alexis.
Lexi Bonchus, whose real name is Alexis. I said wrong, went into the nicknames. Annika Cassette made those free throws.
And Kindred just turned the ball over.
And then I started thinking about all your nicknames, and then you weren't paying attention to me, and now we're back. 60 seconds left here in the first quarter. Vikings lead 16-4. They go across to Bonchus. And then they go over to Cassette. Back to Cassette. 50 seconds left. Cassette picks up a screen, goes inside, and it's taken away by Liza. Liza stops, picks up her dribble, and gives to Nipstead. About an 8-second differential between game clock and shot clock. Trenbeth pops from deep. It's short. Rebound, Vikings.
Little sister gets the rebound for her.
You got to like to see that if you're a Trenbeth. Ivy Trenbeth cleaning up Liza Trenbeth's miss. Gets the rebound and the bucket. It's 18-4. 20 seconds left here in the first. Bonchus goes over to Cassette. 3-point basket in and out. Rebound. 8 seconds remain here. Trenbeth, 5 seconds
gotta push
remain.
it.
She sees the clock and pushes it. 3 seconds. Here's Nipstead. She's going to stop, pop, and off the back iron. No good. Vikings lead after 1 quarter, 18-4. We'll take a break for about a minute, and we'll be back with second quarter action.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred. Vikings lead 18-4. Liza Trenbeth with 7, Sierra Nipstead with 6. Collins McQuillan with 3, and Ivy Trenbeth with 2. Annika Cassette has 3, and Ashley Manival has 1.
How many does Sierra have?
Sierra has 6.
How many does Liza have?
7. I like what you did there. You're the one that gets annoyed by that. I enjoy that. We're 5 seconds fresh into this game now, 6 or 7 seconds into this quarter, I should say, and the Vikings have the ball. Didn't take us long to use that one in our broadcast.
No, it didn't.
Here's Liza Trenbeth. She goes into the paint, finger roll, and she nails it. Liza Trenbeth. Boy, Nick, whoever's listening to this from Kindred better bookmark that and remember it, because I don't think I've ever heard you.
I've never said that.
Yeah, it feels good, doesn't it? Welcome to the club. Vikings lead 20-4. Cassette gives to the corner to Hins. No good. Rebound, Thompson. She throws one up. That's off the mark. It goes out of bounds, and Vikings are going to get the ball.
Good start by the Vikings here. That first quarter, they came out, Trenbeth and Sierra and Nipstead took it to Barnesville right away. Really good on defense and even better on the offensive side of the ball.
Well, the Vikings are going to need great play from Liza Trenbeth and Sierra Nipstead, and they are a tremendous amount of fun to watch play. They're going to need some of these youngsters, some of these sophomores to step up their game, and they're leading by example right now in great fashion, Liza and Sierra are.
Yes, they are, and these sophomores, and I know Maddie Peterson's the only freshman that been in, but Emma and Kaya Starcevic, they're going to have to learn here and really be helpful, especially if Kindred ever gets in a game where foul trouble becomes a big issue.
Cassette throws over to Amundsen, and then they go all the way down into the corner to Thompson. Finger roll off the mark there, and that's going to go out of bounds. That was Thompson that missed that basket. I'm not as familiar with Barnesville here, Nick, and the long ponytails are throwing me a little bit for a loop on the names because I can't see their numbers as clear. Plus, I'm getting to be an old man, so you can't see it as well. Liza Trenbeth.
You had that laser surgery. Come on.
That laser? I did have LASIK done, yes. Yeah. Good defense there by Hins and Thompson. Auburn Hins gets the takeaway. And the Vikings are going to call a timeout, a Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency timeout. It's a 30-second. Check out kindredstatebank.com. You have 30 seconds. We'll see you back then.
When we bought our first home in Fargo, we had no idea where to start. A friend told us to call First Class Mortgage, and I'm so glad we did. They explained every step, answered all of our questions, and made us feel completely at ease. We closed on time and even got a better rate than expected. If you're buying or refinancing, trust me, call First Class Mortgage. They really do live up to their name.
First Class Mortgage is locally owned. Visit firstclasscorp.com for more info.
Hey fans, welcome back and thanks for tuning into your live event. We're excited to be covering live girls basketball action, the kickoff of our season here on your live event. Josh Almaris alongside Nick Eggman. Vikings lead 18-4. 6:30 left in the second quarter. Trenbeth working against Thompson. Thompson with the steal and the bucket. Piper Thompson gets her first basket here of the evening. We said she scored 20 against East Grand Forks. Barnesville did lose to East Grand Forks on Tuesday. They need Thompson to get hot. Here's Barnesville down low to Cassette.
Couple good passes there.
Very good passes. Rebound was received by Hins and Piper Thompson. Nice ball movement there. Eventually gets to Hins and then into the paint. It's Axness. Axness kicks it out. Stop, pop, no good by Cassette. Rebound, Ivy Trenbeth, who quickly gives to Sierra Nipstead. Good ball movement there by Barnesville. They just couldn't get a bucket. Here's Liza, works through a double team, and Sierra Nipstead going to put up a three. A quick hitter, but no good, and rebound goes to Thompson. I enjoy watching Piper Thompson play, Nick. She's got some competitive feistiness about her, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, she was just clapping her hands at that turnover there. Pretty upset about that pass, and it's fun to see these girls get back on the competitive floor and get playing with each other.
McQuillan for the Vikings and Bonchus for the Trojans check in. Yep, she got the steal, Thompson did, and then she threw an errant pass. Certainly bummed about that. Very quickly, another turnover by the Trojans.
Blocked by Nipstead.
Yeah, I was going to say Amundsen, but that's Lexi Bonchus who got the steal and brought it up the court. Let's see if the Trojans can capitalize on that turnover. There's Bonchus, who gives to Marshall, and a three-point bucket by Annika Cassette. Annika Cassette has 3 free throws and 1 three-pointer now for 6 points.
Barnesville chipping away at this.
Here's a three-point bucket, in and out. The in and out was by Maddie Peterson, and then the rebound and putback, nicely done by McQuillan. McQuillan has 5. Quickly back up, Marshall. She tries to go inside to Axness, and it's knocked away, and now Liza Trenbeth and the Vikings bring it back. Trenbeth misses, gets her own rebound. It's on the floor, and now it falls into the hands of Marshall. Quickly up come the Trojans. There's Cassette. Cassette, can she do it back-to-back? Yes, she can. Annika Cassette with back-to-back threes, and it's 20-12. Annika Cassette has 9 points here. She's leading the Trojans.
This is a much better quarter by the Trojans here. And Peterson, the freshman, answers back.
Maddie Peterson had a great three-pointer that didn't go down earlier, and she nails that one. Maddie Peterson with a three-pointer, making it 23-12. She answers Cassette on that three. Bonchus kicks over to Marshall. Marshall goes into the paint and then kicks to Cassette, who throws it on over to Thompson, who hits three. It's a 3-point snowball fight here in Kindred, 23-15. Here come the Vikings. See if they can answer. They go inside to Maddie. Maddie gets blocked. Now it's a foul.
Wow, later call.
Yeah, it was a late call. Annika Cassette gonna get called for the foul there. It was a late whistle, wouldn't you agree there, Nick?
I do. I think she put it up. It wasn't really called until the ball was coming back down after the rim. I thought it was a little bit late.
Maddie Peterson has mastered the in and out. She's made 4 really good shots, but only 2 of them have fallen. She's all over the rim. Let's see if she can get this one to fall. A bunch of people just checked in, Nick. Did you catch who?
Odegaard.
I think. Manival, yeah, Manival and Odegaard, and Maddie answers there. She has 4. Checking in now is going to be Emma Mathis, freshman. 24-15. Vikings lead with 3:05 left in the second quarter. Marshall, Jovi Marshall, freshman, passes over to Cassette. Cassette gives to Bonchus, who gives into the corner. Here's the finger roll by Fallingstead, and she makes good of that shot. 25-17.
Barnesville just slowly chipping away at this big Vikings lead. Got it down to 7 now.
Yeah, they were down 18-4 at the quarter. travel here called against the Vikings, and just what you want to see. I mean, we knew that both of these teams, we expected there'd be a lot of turnovers in this game just because both these rosters are so young and it's early in the year.
Right.
But Barnesville has shown tremendous improvement from quarter one to quarter two. Like I said, they were losing 18-4. They're outscoring the Vikings here in the second quarter, 13-6. Here's Marshall, goes all the way across.
Good little pump fake, good drive.
Cassette drives, exactly right. Good pump fake, good drive, but she couldn't get the bucket to fall. There's Emma Mathis, who gives over to Collins McQuillan, and Nipstead can hit from anywhere. She proves it.
Especially the top of the key with no pressure.
Nipstead has 9, and she almost just had the takeaway there. 27-17, Vikings by 10. Nice pass, but you got to finish that. Manival misses, and the Vikings have it back. Here's Nipstead, almost has it taken away. She gives to Collins McQuillan, who gives quickly down to Ivy Trenbeth. She was looking for Odegaard, but threw it by her, and Bonchus then gets it and gives over to Jovi Marshall. Cassette has it. Can she
Can't
hit
leave
another
her
three?
open.
Boy, she's already got 2 threes. Cassette does. Knocked out of bounds here. 1:27 left here. Into the game is Amundsen and Hins of Barnesville and Liza Trenbeth of Kindred.
Just seems though, Josh, every big three that Barnesville's hitting, you got Maddie Peterson answering, you got Sierra Nipstead answering, and it's just back up to a 10-point lead.
7 3-pointers I unofficially count early on in this game.
Another turnover by the Vikings. It's probably going to be a foul on Kate Odegaard too.
2 threes by Cassette, 1 3 by Thompson of Barnesville, 1 from Liza, 1 from Sierra, 1 from Maddie Peterson, and 1 from Collins McQuillan. They put the foul on the board yet?
It's pretty positive it was Kate Odegaard.
Yep, you got it. Second foul on Kate Odegaard.
Kaya Starcevic checked in for the first time tonight.
Good call there. Jovi Marshall working against Kaya. She kicks it over to Hins. Hins tries to go inside, but she misses Manival, and it'll go to the Vikings with 64 seconds left here. 64 seconds left in half, I should specify. Collins McQuillan passes over to Nipstead, who goes to the corner to Liza Trenbeth. Nipstead stops and pops from just outside the elbow. Yeah, nice job by Kate Odegaard. Really good job of fighting for the rebound down low. She gives Trenbeth a pass, but Trenbeth just misses. This gym is echoey, or the fans are loud, Nick?
Fans are loud, I think, Josh. It was a good, impressive drive. Like what Sierra Nipstead does is dribbles through, and she has all that space in the world. Her shot got blocked, but a bunch of different people come to her, and then it's going to open up lanes for everyone else.
Yeah, and if you can work, the Vikings are going to get great play out of Trenbeth and Sierra Nipstead almost every night. So if you can get those 3 youngsters, and Sierra's a youngster too, she's only a sophomore, to continue to develop and increase their game, the Vikings team is no doubt a dangerous team.
But unforced errors like that, Josh, it's not going to be good for a young team. And like we said before, I think we said it off air before the game, that this game might have quite a few turnovers, but it is a learning experience early on.
Yeah, these are mistakes that you hope both these teams clean up, and quite honestly, we expect that they will. They're very competitive, talented young women, and with the coaching they're going to get, things will very likely tighten up here as the year goes on. Shot clock's off. Vikings have it. Final possession probably of the half. 5 seconds left. 4, 3. Kate Odegaard misses that. Is Barnesville going to get a shot off? They do, but it's not anywhere close, and that's how things will end here in the second quarter. The Vikings 27, the Trojans 17. It's 27-17 at the half. We'll slip away for a little while, and when we come back, we'll have our First Class Mortgage halftime show. We'll look at the individual scores and break down what we saw. Please come back in about 2 minutes. Once again, First Class Mortgage halftime show, 2 minutes away.
Selling or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the R&J Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the R&J Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the R&J Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard. Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. Three, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Winter is... Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred for the First Class Mortgage halftime show. First Class Mortgage is locally owned and operated. First Class Mortgage is more than just our company name, it's the way we do business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. They provide first-class service, first-class knowledge, and a first-class experience at the lowest interest rates out there. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. Nick, what were your main takeaways from the first half of the first game for the Kindred Vikings and the second game for the Barnesville Trojans here in the Kindred Gymnasium?
First initial thoughts, I think Kindred did really good defensively with Sierra Nibstead in their 1-3-1 zone that they play, and putting the pressure on Barnesville's young team right away in their own gym and their home opener and forcing the issue. Yes, both teams have, I'm willing to bet, probably over double-digit turnovers here in the first half, and that's something we've alluded to throughout the broadcast already. But I'm looking for Barnesville to come out, and if they can sure things up, they're getting good looks on the offensive side of the ball. The first quarter was rough. They had a really good second quarter. If they come out and capitalize on those good looks, this game could get tight here down the stretch.
Yeah, they scored 13 in the second quarter. They only scored 4 in the first quarter, so they tripled their point totals and definitely looked better in the second quarter than they did in the first quarter. There is a score update. The scoreboard was wrong. It should be 29-17. So the Kindred Vikings lead 29-17. They made that change down at the head table. Let's look at the individual scores. First for Barnesville, Anna Cassette leads the way. She has 9 points. 2 of them are 3-pointers and then 3 free throws. So Annika Cassette leads the scoring for the Trojans with 9. Piper Thompson has 5. Bella Follingstead has 2, and Ashley Manival has 1. Once again, that's Cassette with 9, Thompson with 5, Follingstead with 2, and Manival with 1. 17 points for the Trojans, 13 of them coming in the second quarter. For the Kindred Vikings, Liza Trenbeth and Sierra Nipstead both have 9. Collins McQuillan has 5. Maddie Peterson has 4. And Ivy Trenbeth with 2. Once again, that's Liza Trenbeth 9, along with Nipstead, Collins McQuillan 5, Peterson 4, and Ivy Trenbeth 2. One more quick note, that means Sierra Nipstead is 22 points away from 1,000. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll talk a little bit about some of the youngsters that are gone from these teams last year. Specifically, I think it's fun to talk about, if you're a Trojan fan, Abby John, and if you're a Viking fan, one of her teammates now, a Kindred alum, Taryn Johnson. Come back in about a minute, and we'll talk a little bit about some of those young ladies.
Ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Hey fans, welcome back. We got distracted with some scoreboard issues, but
just some embarrassed relatives going at each other over the phone.
They I guess hired Casey Ham, my first cousin and someone I love dearly, for the head table, and she wanted to argue with me. So good thing we were off the air for that. In any case, we talked a little bit about Barnesville being young. They lost Sophie Frederick, Macy Pana, Ava Follingstead, and Abby John to graduation. And I want to talk quickly about Abby John. I looked at some of, it's fun to follow those girls, Nick, but she's playing at MSUM. Right now, Abby John is averaging 13 points a game as a true freshman for MSUM. She scored over 2,000 points with Barnesville, and she's picking up right where she left off at MSUM. Against Crookston last week on Tuesday, she popped in 17, and then against Alaska Fairbanks, she scored 22. Both of those games MSUM won. I believe, I can't confirm this with certainty, but I believe Abby John was named the NSIC Player of the Week that week. And Taryn, this is kind of a fun fact, Taryn Johnson, who's in her final year at MSUM, is averaging 11 points a game. Last year she started all 30 games. She had 11 double-doubles, 6 in a row, Taryn did last year. She was been on the All-NSIC team twice. Of course, Viking fans remember her. She was a 2022 champ, scored over 1,700 points here. But those two girls, Taryn, in those two games, Taryn scored, I believe, 18 against Crookston and 11 against Fairbanks. So the Barnesville Trojan and Kindred Viking connection,
that's pretty cool,
at MSUM has been a good one. Abby John and Taryn Johnson, and kind of bookends at MSUM because Taryn Johnson's in her final year and Abby John in her first year. So some fun stuff there. It would have been fun to talk more about that, but we'll leave it be. As we're into the third quarter, Trojans turn it over. Oh, never mind, it was a foul.
Going to be a body foul on Ivy Trenbeth.
So Ivy Trenbeth going to pick up her second foul. Auburn Hins going to inbound it to Amundsen. Amundsen works against Ivy and Sierra. And the ball eventually goes to the corner. Three-point attempt, no good by Thompson. Vikings have it, 29-17. Odegaard in the corner, quick hitter, no good. Rebound, Barnesville. And into the hands of Amundsen. Amundsen stops, gives to the corner to Hins. She's double teamed by Trenbeth and McQuillan. And the ball eventually ends up into the hands of Cassette. Taken away by Sierra Nipstead. Nipstead working against Amundsen. Good defense by Amundsen. She is a quick, scrappy defender. The Vikings get the rebound and have a second chance. Here's Liza Trenbeth. Finger roll short, rebound. Manival and the Trojans taken away by Liza and then taken away by the Trojans. Quickly brought up. We got a foul here.
It's going to be on Odegaard. I think that's going to be her third, Josh.
It is her third. Kate Odegaard going to pick up her third foul.
Sam Brandt did not like that one. I think that one was on the. Kate was laying on the ground. They're going for the ball, and the Trojan, Lady Trojan, just fell over top of her.
Maddie Peterson checks into the game, and so does Jovi Marshall. A couple of freshmen coming in. Marshall, 5'7" freshman, and Maddie Peterson also a 5'7" freshman. Jovi Marshall gives on over to Piper Thompson all the way across to Hins. And eventually it's Thompson who drives, no good. Sierra Nipstead and the Vikings with the rebound. Up they go to Liza Trenbeth. Trenbeth works against Marshall. Finger roll, hits both sides of the rim, doesn't go in, knocked out of bounds, gonna stay with the Vikings. 29-17 here in Kindred.
See what the Vikings have drawn up for their out-of-bounds play.
Here's Sierra Nipstead, short and unable to come up with her own rebound. It's the Trojans and Piper Thompson. Thompson gives over to Marshall. Marshall to the corner, gives to Hins. It's now Cassette who drives the baseline and punches it out to Jovi. Jovi has it knocked away by Liza, and Maddie Peterson picks it up off the floor. Good job by Maddie Peterson of grinding out that turnover. Ivy to Sierra, a couple of sophomores playing catch. They include their senior, compadre. And the tray by Liza Trenbeth is good. She has 12. Quickly up the floor is Jovi Marshall. Great drive and great bucket by Jovi Marshall.
Yeah, that's one with the girls watch film. I think Coach Brandt's going to bring that one up early and often in the film room. No one picked up the person driving the ball all the way from the half-court line, and she took it all the way to the hoop.
Rare open miss by Sierra Nipstead, and here's the Trojans looking to cut into this 13-point deficit. Hins kicks all the way over to Cassette, who hits the three, her third three.
She held that follow through a little bit long there, Josh. Good to see she's feeling confident right now.
Ball was knocked out of bounds, but they say it went off of Thompson. Good defense by Thompson. Into the game is Kaya Starcevic for the Vikings. 10-point game here, 32-22. Here comes Sierra Nipstead. A little body contact by Piper Thompson. Some friendly bumping. And Sierra Nipstead has it back. Gives to Liza. Wide open three. Can she hit it? A little too strong. Her sister picks up the rebound and then has it knocked away. Manival gets it. Gives to Jovi Marshall. And they eventually get it back up to Manival in the paint. Nice work down low. She's working hard against a couple of Vikings. Kaya Starcevic and Sierra Nipstead. Foul's going to go probably against Starcevic. Nope, Sierra Nipstead's going to get called for that foul. Her first. That sends Ashley Manival to the line. She has 1 point today. She was 1 of 2 from the free throw line earlier and hoping to do that here now since she missed the first. Jayla Amundsen into the game for the Trojans. (32-22), and it'll stay that way as Manival misses both. Sierra Nipstead gets it, gives up to Kaya. Ooh, that was a hard contact there.
Looked like your brother's on that one.
I was going to say, Starcevic does her best Jake/Luke impression, and it's going to be a foul, a painful foul, called against Jayla Amundsen. Amundsen, a captain of this Trojan team, so is Bonchus. Basket's no good. Count. And Auburn Hins. 3 captains are Auburn Hins. Alexis Bonchus and Jayla Amundsen. Foul called here against Amundsen. She has 3 now.
I was going to say she'd shoot that.
Vikings with the ball up 10. Trojans trying to get a stop and get this to single digits. Maddie drives into the paint, puts up and in. Maddie Peterson has 6 points.
We've seen her do that a couple times tonight, Josh. First one didn't connect, but that she's confident basketball player out on that court tonight.
I enjoy watching her play. She is confident. She likes putting the ball up, and she's got 6 points here.
A little push from the back, from behind on the Trojans.
So that foul's going to go against Ashley Manival. It's her first. Bonchus checks in for the Trojans. Collins McQuillan checks in for the Vikings. I want to say hi to Evan Moe. Evan Moe, a lifelong Kindred Viking fan. Appreciate you listening, Evan Moe, and hope you're doing well. Always a pleasure to have you online here in your live event, as it is for the rest of you. Hopefully nobody got too confused with the 5:30 start. It's a 5:30 start this Thursday, today, and next Thursday, right?
When the Squirrels come to town. Yep, Josh.
Squirrels, Vikings, girls basketball, Thursday next week at 5:30. And Trojans, you looking for your next game? It's tomorrow. Talk about a fun way to kick off.
Quick turnaround.
Yeah, Trojans play Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. 34-22, Trojans trail and have the ball. Bonchus gives over to Thompson. Thompson works against McQuillan. Stops by the elbow and pops it in.
It's a great little move. Kind of had McQuillan on a little bit of skates there and got an open jumper.
Thompson has 7. Leading the way right now is Cassette for the Trojans. She has 12. Barnesville had the ball momentarily, but a turnover puts it back in the hands of the Vikings. Trenbeth works the baseline, in and out. Rebound goes to the Trojans. Push. Going to be an offensive foul. Is that what they called there, Nick?
I think Trenbeth sold that one just enough, Josh. A little offensive foul.
Miss Newmiller's watching this.
One act,
3-time, back-to-back champ coach Tanya Newmiller and Derek Moore are thinking, why is Liza Trenbeth not out for the one-act play? Acting like that. No, she got pushed definitely. Just how much, we don't know.
It's a good look right out of the out-of-bounds play there by Collins McQuillan. Just couldn't get it to go.
Ball goes out of bounds and will be inbounded by Bonchus and Barnesville. Jovi Marshall with the ball now. Marshall's been an impressive ball handler for just being a freshman. 10-point game here. There is Jovi Marshall. She kicks it over to Amundsen. They go inside. That's Axness. She
Good
kicks
defense by Starcivic down
Absolute-
low.
Yep, good call, partner. Rebound there as by Trenbeth. Axness was trying to bully her way in, but Starcivic did a great job of holding her ground.
It's either going to be a travel or a foul.
Kate Odegaard checking in here.
And something to note, she does have 3 fouls.
Axness is going to pick up the foul there. That's Allison Axness's first foul. Sierra Nipstead misses. Sierra Nipstead has 9 points right now. Kate Odegaard and her 3 fouls are into the game. A rare double miss by the
both.
sophomore shooting sensation. And we are under 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Still a 10-point game. Basketball's a weird game, Nick, where
game of runs.
Once you get into the single digits, something strange happens. So the Vikings trying to hold Barnesville to double digits. And Sierra Nipstead doesn't miss that one. She wants the ball. Give me the ball and let me redeem that double miss from the charity stripe.
Just let me shoot all my shots from behind the arc.
She has 12. Liza Trenbeth has 12. Annika Cassetta Barnesville has 12. Those are the leading point scorers. And up we go to Sierra Nipstead. She works against Jovi.
Good defense by Jovi. Good little swipe.
Sierra gets another chance but misses that. Now we got a battle. I like that.
I think
Sierra-
Nipstead is a little frustrated that Jovi got her and tried to get her back, and she gets the foul called on her.
It's fun just seeing good competitive nature there, you know. Jovi had a nice stop. Sierra works to get it back. She gets called for the foul, so Sierra will be called for her second foul.
It's going
And
to
we're
send
shooting.
the Trojans to the line.
Yep. Some discussion here. What's going on the scoreboard? Let's figure it out on the table. Ivor looked like he gave an oh shucks. Good old Midwestern. Oh, sorry about that. And it turned out to be the Ope call. Everybody's learning here tonight, right, Nick?
Everyone.
Yeah. Well, we're doing a pretty good job.
Well, I think I'm doing a good job.
I mean, we just have to ask the mirror, right? And the mirror will agree. The head table, though, I mean, they've had a couple issues down there. We won't talk too much about that. We'll get back to the game. Vikings lead by 13 with a minute left. Shots up, no good. Rebound, Trenbeth.
That was an athletic little rebound by Trenbeth. Spun in the air.
Good feet.
Immediately went to the...
Showing why she can throw that jab so darn good. That footwork, and she puts that one in. She's at 14. 42 seconds left. The Vikings on a 5-point run here. They took that 10-point lead and turned it into a 15-point lead. Ball went out of bounds, but off the Vikings.
Yeah, like we said, those Trojans, they got it within 7. Kindred gets it back to 10. Brings it back to 10. Trojans now down by 15, bring it back to 10. Now it's back up to 15.
They could have a big possession here.
Bank.
Nope, no good there. I was going to say, I believe they get the ball in the fourth quarter, but the Vikings get a stop and a great basket there by Liza. Trenbeth has heated up here, and now just like that, it's 41-24. Trojans need to get a bucket here. They go inside to Axness and double team. Kate Odegaard rips it away. Can the Vikings get another bucket? Boy, this would be backbreaking here if you're a Trojan fan. Nipstead, 3, 2, 1. Oh, she doesn't get it to fall, and a nice little run there by the Vikings. They will take a 41-24 lead into the fourth quarter. I want to again thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to slip away for about a minute. When we come back, it'll be the final quarter. See you then.
Keep your car moving along with the team at Elite Automotive Center in Fargo. What sets Elite Automotive Center apart from the herd is their truly extensive list of services. From brake and tire service to tune-ups and battery replacement, there's no job too big or small for their ASE certified technicians. Schedule your next oil change by going to EliteAutomotiveCenter.com or scan the QR code on your screen now. Never settle for standard service. Stop by Elite Automotive Center today in Fargo.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Hey fans, welcome back for the first week of basketball. Girls basketball season game-wise, week 3 for their overall schedule. Started practicing about 2.5 weeks ago, the girls did. Kindred Vikings lead 41-24. Liza Trenbeth from 3. She swishes that one. Oh, excuse me, that was a long 2. I thought that was a 3, but right away the official was on it.
I'd take that little gather dribble, take a step back.
Trojans have the ball. It's Hins who gives to the corner to Cassette. Cassette tries to go to the baseline, but stopped by McQuillan. She passes it back. Nice save there by Amundsen, who gives over to Hins, and going to be a pass across the court, but it can't fall. That was Thompson who put that up. Barnesville's going to get another shot at it. Here's Piper Thompson from 3. Short rebound, Liza. Trenbeth brings it across the timeline, goes to McQuillan. McQuillan gives to Odegaard. Odegaard tries to go inside to McQuillan. It's knocked away. Now back to Ivy Trenbeth, who gives to Collins McQuillan. Liza works against Piper Thompson. Finger roll. Going to be a charge call against Liza Trenbeth. And that's going to be Liza's second foul. Trenbeth leading the way point-wise for her team, and on the floor she has 18. 12 for Sierra Nipstead and 12 for Annika Cassette. Maybe the surprise for the Vikings, Maddie Peterson has 6 points. She's looked really good as a young freshman for the Vikings.
Yeah, first varsity minutes tonight. I don't think she got any last year.
Jayla Amundsen tries to go inside. She's quick, and she's stopped. But she's fouled, and she's going to go to the charity stripe. That looked like that hurt, Nick.
It did. She's hunched over right now, too.
Yeah, she's still in a little bit of pain there. Collins McQuillan going to be called for her 3rd foul. Maddie Peterson going to check in. Going to be a timeout. Probably a timeout. Did Barnesville take it?
Yeah, Barnesville took it.
Yeah, probably to let her catch Jayla Amundsen, catch her breath a little bit. Full timeout. Let me give some love quick to Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. From banking to insurance, let Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency handle your request. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. We'll be back in a minute.
Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
When we bought our first home in Fargo, we had no idea where to start. A friend told us to call First Class Mortgage, and I'm so glad we did. They explained every step, answered all of our questions, and made us feel completely at ease. We closed on time and even got a better rate than expected. If you're buying or refinancing, trust me, call First Class Mortgage. They really do live up to their name.
First Class Mortgage is locally owned. Visit firstclasscorp.com for more info.
All right, fans, welcome back. Josh Omeris alongside Nick Eggman and junior guard Jayla Amundsen. Nope, that's not correct at all. Jovi Marshall, the freshman, shooting free throws.
Well, they must have took took her out.
So that's her. That's her 3rd point. Yeah, so they're having the same question that we're having. Why is Jovi Marshall shooting free throws when it was Jayla Amundsen who got fouled? So Amundsen must be hurt.
Yep. Still working it out right now.
So
And
one
we're
shot
going with it.
remaining. Yeah, okay. So it is Jovi Marshall shooting. She makes 2 of 2.
Yeah, Amundsen just put a nice bag on her right shoulder.
But so those points, I don't see him on the board. I'm not trusting the scoreboard anymore. But it is Jovi Marshall that hit those 2 points.
Trenbeth.
It's all in the past now, and Liza Trenbeth wants to remind us of that as she hits another 3-pointer. She has 21 points here. It's her 3rd 3 of the evening. Can Barnesville respond? They put up a 3. It's no good, and Ivy Trenbeth and the Vikings have it. 20-point lead by the Vikings. Sierra Nipstead takes, misses. Liza Trenbeth gets the rebound, puts it up, can't get it to fall, gets another rebound, gives to Sierra Nipstead. She's short, and Barnesville can't get the rebound here. Sierra Nipstead gives over to Maddie Peterson. Maddie Peterson over to Liza. Liza working against Manival. Jump stop, throws it up into the basket, but no good. And now Barnesville puts an end to that. Here come the Trojans. Trojans get a 3-point attempt, no good. That was Hins who missed it.
Peterson got the rebound on the floor and got fouled too.
And a foul on the floor here. Checking into the game is going to be Isabella Fallingstead. And I think it was Allison Axness who checked in as well. That foul was against Piper Thompson, her first. As the Vikings have the ball, they go inside to Maddie Peterson. She almost made a phenomenal shot. She's been all around that basket. I've said that a couple times, but can't get that one to fall. Maddie can't. She has 6 already tonight. Here's a nice drive and lay-in by Piper Thompson.
Yeah, Thompson got Maddie Peterson, who you're just talking about, up in the air and drove it to the hoop, made a nice bucket.
9 points for Piper Thompson. I said earlier that she scored 20 against East Grand Forks. This foul's going to go against Auburn Hins, her 3rd. Sierra Nipstead.
This is a rare free throw night from her, Josh. That's at least 3 she's
missed 3 in a row. Collins McQuillan checks in, and Lexi Bonchus checks in. There she's got it. Sierra Nipstead is at 13. 4:42 left in the game. Vikings have pushed this to a 19-point lead. It was 10 and Barnesville had the ball. It was actually down to 7, but the Vikings have gone on an impressive run here and now lead by almost 20.
McQuillan picks up her 4th foul here. Coach Brandt's going to leave her in.
Not a lot of wiggle room for the Vikings if they run into games where they have foul problems. There's only 8 girls.
They've used all 8 tonight, Josh.
Yep, they've got McQuillan with 4 fouls, Kate Odegaard with 3. Collins McQuillan going to put up a 3 off the back iron and out of bounds, going to stay with the Vikings. One thing the Vikings have done really good that I've been impressed with, Nick, is fight for rebounds. They've gotten a lot of 2nd, 3rd, and 4th chances.
They have, Josh, and that's really big when you get into this score. They're up by 19 right now, but when you get into tight games against some good competition, it's really big to get that second chance opportunities and obviously not give the other team second chance opportunities.
Lexi Paul, Emmeline Bergman, and Addie Barnes into the game for Barnesville. Here's Sierra Nipstead being triple teamed in the paint. Jump ball.
Arrow's going to go to Barnesville.
.47-28 here in Kindred with 4:04 left in the 4th. Possession arrow favors Barnesville. They're going to inbound it if they can. Bonchus passes it inbounds to Bergman. Maddie Peterson, she must have a large fan base here today.
I think so. Every time she touches the ball, it's like that crowd decibel level just goes up a couple notches.
She's playing well. Inbound goes all the way across the floor to Alexi Paul. Paul's double teamed. Timeout. Now an argument. I didn't call one. Yes, you did. I did not. Yes, I did. No, you didn't. What are they going to do? There's another Ope call. Oh.
There's a few Ope calls tonight.
So it's a nothing. Barnes has the ball, tries to go cross court, knocked out of bounds by the Vikings, so it's going to stay with Barnesville. Bill Gottenborg, the head coach of Barnesville, a teacher in Barnesville, his second year with the program. He's from Audubon. Had a phenomenal year last year, the Barnesville Trojans did. Nice pass there to Kate Odegaard. Kate Odegaard gets her first bucket of the night. Six girls scored for the Vikings here. McQuillan, Peterson, Odegaard, Ivy Trenbeth, Sierra Nipstead, and Liza Trenbeth. Talking a little bit more, one more time, about how phenomenal Barnesville's run was last year. They made their first appearance since 2007, had a record of 23-7. 3 of the losses came at state, and then one of them came to Kindred. Kindred beat them early on in the year in a thriller last year. Kindred won 56-54. 49-28, Vikings by 21. Ball's on the floor, picked up by Bonchus. Barnes goes inside to Axness. Now it's a fight. Jump ball goes to the Vikings. Pretty quick basketball game, Nick. We're an hour and 12 minutes into this game with only 3:05 left.
I think I like this 5:30 tip-off, Josh.
Yeah, what are you going to do with your night now?
Well, Lions play the Cowboys tonight, Josh.
Okay, you're going to go watch some football. You have a prediction?
The Cowboys are looking hot right now, Josh. I think they might get it done and upset the Detroit Kitties.
You heard it first here. Cowboys by 1 million, according to Nicholas Eggman. Oh, Sierra Nipstead with a three-point. I almost misnamed her. Sierra's third three of the night. She has 16, Sierra does. She's now just 15 points away from 1,000. Sierra Nipstead, I'll say that again, scored her 985th point on that three-pointer.
15 to go.
When is she up next in action?
Next Thursday.
Yep, next Thursday.
Against that rival to the north.
5:30 on your live event, or live here in Kindred is where you can see if it happens. More importantly for Sierra and Kindred is, can they take down the Squirrels? Barnesville gets a second chance here. No good. Emma Mathis gets the rebound. We're under 2 minutes left here in the game. Vikings lead 52-28. Nice pass to Ivy Trenbeth. She kicks it out to Collins McQuillan, who hits a three-pointer. Collins McQuillan, that's her second three. She has 8. 55-28. Paul has it. She goes to the corner. Three-point attempt here. No good.
Offensive rebound.
Offensive rebound, put back, and another try at it. No good. I believe that was Axness down low who missed that.
The Vikings are going to slow things down here.
Yep, 80 seconds left here. Nipstead across to Emma Mathis. Emma Mathis, no good there. Ball's on the floor, kicks to Liza Trenbeth. She's had a great night.
Might as well continue it.
Tickles the twine. 4 three-pointers for Liza Trenbeth. She has 24 points on the evening.
We got a full timeout by the Vikings. I thought it was a sub timeout, Josh.
Doctor gives us the news that we're taking a 1-minute Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency timeout. We'll see you back in a minute.
Buying, selling, or leasing commercial real estate or farmland in the Fargo-Moorhead and surrounding area? From office to retail, industrial to multifamily, commercial land to farmland. As the #1 commercial sales and leasing brokerage in the FM region, Goldmark Commercial has the experience and skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs with the highest levels of customer service and marketing around. Trust the experts at Goldmark Commercial Real Estate to lead your team to success.
Green Earth Landscaping offers a full range of services, including commercial and residential landscape design and installation, maintenance and sprinkler services. From outdoor kitchens to patios, retaining walls, lighting, fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com.
Hey fans, welcome back into Kindred on a cold Thursday evening. Feels like 6 degrees out there, but in the gym it's nice and toasty. Bryn Zander into the game. She gives to Fallingstead. That's Isabella Fallingstead. Also into the game for the Trojans is Lainey Schierick. Still in as Alexis Paul. And well, that's Kaya Starcevic who missed that. I think I got everybody, unless, yeah, Bryn Zander, missing one person there. Oh, there she is, Addison Barnes. Addison Barnes off the back iron. Rebound thrown around into the paint. Nice block there by Collins McQuillan. Kicked out to Paul. She puts up a three-pointer, and Lexi Paul, the senior, gets her first bucket of the night. It's a three-pointer, making it 58-31. Mathis, McQuillan, Peterson, Ivy Trenbeth, and Kaya Starcevic in the game for the Vikings.
I think Maddie's just going to dribble it out here.
Final seconds tick away. 5 seconds to go with Maddie Peterson. She's going to pass it over to McQuillan, and that'll be how things end here in Kindred. It'll be a 58-31 Kindred Viking victory on their home court to kick off the season. The Kindred Vikings start the year 1-0. The Barnesville Trojans are going to drop to 0-2. Don't go away yet. We're going to step away, and when we come back, we're going to take a look at the individual scores, get our brief thoughts on the game. We're going to name the play of the game and the player of the game when we return. We'll see you back in about 2 or 3 minutes.
Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. The Ringneck is the perfect stop for lunch or dinner in Leonard, North Dakota. They have a wide variety menu from burgers, wraps, steak, chicken, and seafood. For that small-town family-owned dining experience, check out the Ringneck today. To place an order ahead of time for takeout, call 701-645-2461. That's 701-645-2461. For more information and daily food specials, search the Ringneck on Facebook. That's the Ringneck in Leonard.
Hey fans, welcome into the booth here as we get the pleasure of interviewing Liza Trenbeth. Liza, just for the record, tell everybody what you said when you came up here.
I've missed Mr. A and Eggman so much. I'm so happy it's basketball season so I can be up here with you guys.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we've gotten to interview you, so the pleasure is ours here, and we missed you. Great to see you girls back out on the floor. How fun was it to play tonight?
It was so much fun. I have never been happier in the last couple of weeks. I mean, practice with only 8 girls, we're not playing a lot. So this was so fun to get back on the court and really be aggressive out there.
You scored 24 tonight. You went on a hot run. These guys got within 7, I believe, and then you guys took over the game. What was working so well for you on the court?
Well, you know, they hit a lot of shots in the second quarter, but in halftime we knew we had to pick it up. We couldn't stop. And what really helped us was adjusting to the 1-3-1 there and being able to read the corners. And after shots started falling, we just started rolling.
What were you most proud of with your team? I know you guys got a young team. We talked quite a bit about it. You and Sierra returners. You've got a handful of sophomores. Maddie Peterson looked really good here tonight. What are you most proud of from what you got from your teammates tonight?
I'm so proud of the adjustments we made at halftime. You know, they're so susceptible to feedback, and they really listen really well. I'm so proud of our freshmen. I mean, Kaya, Maddie did so well, and Kate and Collins and Ivy really held their own. So I'm so proud of them. I know they're so young, but they're doing such a great job.
How long do you enjoy this before you start to look ahead to Thursday at home with the Castleton Squirrels coming to town?
I'm already looking ahead till Wednesday. I'm ready.
Good. Well, we'll be here.
Perfect.
We'll be here. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Game ball just thrown your way.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yep. Good luck.
Stay up to date all year long with your live event from our social platforms with X, Facebook, and YouTube. From the latest coaches show to watch game broadcasts back on demand from earlier in the season. Search your live event on YouTube and hit subscribe.
Outside the three-point arc. Pick and pop here with Spaeth into the left side corner. 3, good.
For the complete and most up-to-date schedule throughout the year, head to our website at yourliveevent.com.
Winter is coming. Are you ready? At Agassi Sales, we'll help you build the snow removal fleet you need now. With Hyundai Construction Equipment Snow Lease Program, you'll get flexible financing, low monthly rates, and even the option of 6 months on, 6 months off. Plus, every machine is backed by our certified service department. Call Agassi Sales at 888-836-4029 or visit agassisales.com. Agassi Sales, your partner for power and reliability.
Hey fans, welcome back to Kindred as we get into the post-game show here. Let's take a look at the individual scorers here quickly. First for Barnesville, Anna Cassette leads the way for Barnesville. She scored 12. Next up for the Barnesville Trojans was Piper Thompson, who had 9. 4 for Jovi Marshall, 3 for Lexi Paul, 2 for Isabella Fallingstead, and 1 for Ashley Manival. Once again, leading the way for the Trojans was Annika Cassette and with 12, and Piper Thompson chipped in 9. For the Vikings, Liza Trenbeth, you just heard her interview a second ago. She had 24. Sierra Nipstead had 16. 8 for Collins McQuillan, 6 for Maddie Peterson, and 2 each for Ivy Trenbeth and Kate Odegaard. Nick, what were your thoughts on the game?
It was fun to be back. It's like we said, a little sloppy here and there by both teams, but really good showing by those young teams, and I was really impressed. Like we talked about a lot, Maddie Peterson. I think she's going to be that 6th man off the bench for the Vikings this year, and if she can come play and give the minutes she gave tonight and keep getting better on the year, that's going to be a really scary 6th person coming off the bench for Kindred.
Yeah, and certainly another thing we haven't talked about much tonight, but I'm going to throw it in now. Great defense by the Vikings.
Yes.
They really, 31 points is all they allowed, and Piper Thompson, a young lady who put in 20 against East Grand Forks, they held her to 9. They did a really nice job defending Barnesville.
Yes, they did. I think we hit on that right away in the first quarter. Sierra and Liza at the top of the zone, creating havoc for the Barnesville Trojans and stepping up big.
We're going to talk about the player of the game, the Enbridge player of the game. Life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Visit enbridge.com for career opportunities. There's, like you said, kind of some unsung heroes here with some of the younger girls for the Vikings. Certainly Sierra Nipstead had a great night too, but Liza Trenbeth has to be the player of the game.
Yeah, she has to be. She's definitely the player of the game. She came out the only senior on the roster, only upperclassman on the roster, came out and it's like she's been playing basketball for the last 3 months and right in the middle of the season, and it was very, very promising for the Kindred Vikings and Liza to come out here and play like she did tonight.
She averaged 14 points a game last year. She started this year off with, in game 1, 24. So she has 24 points tonight. She is officially the Enbridge player of the game. Once again, life takes energy. Enbridge, energy for life. Visit enbridge.com for career opportunities. We're going to step away. We got to talk about one other award we're going to give away, and then we will enter into our final segment. Thanks for tuning into your live event. We'll be back in about a minute.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
Hey fans, final segment here in Kindred as we honor now the Agassiz Precision Ag Play of the Game. Your local precision planting dealer is Agassiz Precision Ag in Hillsboro. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. Kind of a tough one for us to, we talked about a few things, but I think we're going to go with the Agassiz Precision Ag Play of the Game being the play of the Kindred Vikings at the end of the third quarter. If our memory serves us right, it was right around a 10-point game. Barnesville had the ball with, say, 40-ish seconds left, and they were getting the ball going into the fourth quarter. So an opportunity to get to single digits and get the ball to start the fourth quarter. I think they had a 2-for-1 option. They could have scored, stopped, scored, and gotten the ball to come into the fourth quarter. But the Vikings really flipped the tide there, went on a run, and ended the third quarter with a 17-point lead. So it was, I think for us, that was a big swing. Barnesville was hanging around, and it was that moment that the Vikings went on their run. They led after the third quarter, 41-27 or 29. I can't remember for sure, somewhere in there. But a big run, wouldn't you say, Nick?
Yeah, it was a really big run, like you said. Not a lot of time left in that third quarter, and like we talked about with the turnovers all night. Kindred got a few, and then I think it was right before the third quarter ended, Sierra Nipstead hit a big three, and one of the bigger plays of the game, we thought, when we were talking off air.
41-24 was what the score was after the third quarter. So it was a 10-point lead that got extended to a 17-point lead. And then from there, the Vikings continued to control things. Nick, big one coming up for us, always a fun one. Our next action here in Kindred will be when the Kindred Vikings host the Central Cass Squirrels on Thursday of next week. You looking forward to that?
Of course. Whenever red and blue gets together, Josh, it's always got fireworks, and doesn't matter what sport it is. It's always fun to watch those either girls or boys go at it. And the competitive juices, they're always really high, but it seems to be at an even extended level when those two teams play.
And Barnesville continues their run. They played against East Grand Forks on Tuesday. They played here today, and tomorrow they're in action against Park Rapids at home in Barnesville. So best of luck to the Barnesville Trojans as they continue a busy week. Nick, you ready to sign her off?
Ready to sign her off, Josh. It was good to be back.
Thanks to everybody who joined us on your live event. We'll look forward to seeing you back on Thursday, December 11th at 5:30. For Nick Eggman, my name's Josh Almaris. Have a good night, everybody.